Hello there, and welcome back. My name is Sean Reimer, I don't rhyme, and it's safe to say that I've made some bad decisions in my life. I lost my virginity watching The Room, I've kept some people in my life for way too long, and I went to a school run by, let's just say, a man with a shadowy past that I don't know the full extent of, and I probably never will. But I've also made some good decisions along the way. I came back to Calgary, cut the toxic people out of my life, and I asked Lexa out. But one of the best decisions I made was buying a Star Trek uniform for no reason other than me wanting one. I even joined a Star Trek cosplay group on Facebook to show it off. God, look at that stupid hair. Oddly enough, people liked it. Especially one guy in particular, who asked if I wanted to be in a fan film. His name is Vance Major Owen, and I was surprised by the quality and writing of his no-budget productions. I had experience in doing title sequences for much smaller projects, but this was something else entirely. He gave me a role of then Commander Chris Sanders, and the rest is history. Vance reinvigorated my love for acting, so today, I want to pass on what I've learned in my time as an actor working on these projects. Let me first introduce you to Shawns 7. This is a system I apply to every scene and every script that I do. It was taught to me by the owner of the school that I went to. He told me in order to apply what I've learned, I had to teach it, and that's what I'm gonna do. For reference, I'll be using my short film, Little Lies, to demonstrate my acting points. Number 1. What do you specifically want from your scene partner? Everyone in life is selfish, including your characters. Everyone wants something specific. Make sure you read the script and get to the heart of your character's motivations. For example, Sanders wants Tessler to lie to him, he literally says it.
I just want to see how good you lie.
While Tessler wants Sanders to tell the truth. Number 2. Do you get what you want from your scene partner? This is a yes or no question. In this case, Sanders is the one that gets what he wants when Tessler lies about her leg. Number 3. How does that make you feel? This one applies more if you're doing multiple scenes, but it's great for character building even if you're doing one scene. Sanders feels satisfied with getting what he wanted, and Tessler finally leaving him alone to sulk is a nice bonus. He's also likely worried about how much he had to reveal in order to achieve this. On the flip side, Tessler is frustrated that she didn't get what she wanted, and will likely try something more ambitious in the future to get Sanders to be honest. Number 4. Who is your scene partner? This may seem obvious, but it helps establish the relationships between the two characters. Sanders is the superior officer, but that's not to discount Tessler's power as ship counselor, so there's a level of respect between the two. They're also opposite sexes, which Sanders uses to his advantage in this innuendo.
Surely you should understand the concept of hard wood.
Sanders also knows that Tessler is annoyed by him and is therefore more desperate to get what she wants, opening her up to be manipulated. Number 5. What are the obstacles? Most of the time, the main obstacle is your scene partner's objective. Tessler's objective of getting Sanders to come clean about his life is blocked by Sanders probing her about her life, even though he knows all of it. On the flip side, Sanders' obstacle is that therapists don't typically lie, so he has to manipulate his tactics. Which brings me to number 6. What tactics do you use to get past your obstacles? Repeat after me. I blank you. The blank in that sentence is where you put your tactic. A tactic is a specific verb that determines how you say a line, and with each new line, tactics change. This is all in order to accomplish your objective. I would highly recommend every actor pick up an actor's thesaurus, as it has a complete list of the verbs you can use, from encouraging to destroying. Let's break down the dialogue and how it's said in Little Lies. After Sanders details why he wears his glasses, Tessler has the line,
"And I thought the glasses were for show."
This is where acting and writing can differ, as I never intended Tessler to be Little Sanders, but Lex added some sarcasm onto the line, which really makes it come to life. To counter this, Sanders humors Tessler to show that he wasn't fazed at all by her remarks.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Most people think I'm Terran.
Tessler then goes back to questioning Sanders as to why he doesn't get his eyes fixed.
Why not just get your eyes fixed?
This leads to Sanders dismantling Tessler's train of questioning by pointing out her hypocrisy in regards to her leg.
Why don't you just get your leg fixed?
It's a sparring match that, when done right, looks authentic. Number 7. What are your parallels? This is what I focused on as the strength of the acting for Little Lies. Parallels are how you personally relate to your character, and I wanted to make sure Lex and I could empathize with Tesler and Sanders. Of course, most of the time, you don't have control over who writes the script, and therefore parallels aren't as obvious. That's why there's multiple types. The parallels I focused on were direct parallels, like Lex's leg hurting and her psychology background, in addition to my eyes really hurting without the glasses. These are things that actually impact our real lives and make the performance feel real. There's also indirect parallels, where you've had a similar experience to your character, but not exact. For example, while I haven't been manipulating my therapist during an appointment, I'll admit there's times where I've personally wanted to get out of those appointments. And then there's the most common parallel, the imaginary parallel. This is where you have no personal experience, but you find a way to relate it to something else in your memory. Let's go to my monologue about how Sanders got poisoned by his wife.
Identities and physical scars can be erased easily nowadays. Memories. You're stuck with them.
Let me be clear, I did not get poisoned by someone. That's not why I, Shawn Reimer, wear glasses, but I can relate to being betrayed by someone I love. If you don't have parallels, the whole performance falls flat. There's a lot of homework you have to do as an actor, and you really have to know how your mind works. But you also have to include your heart in your performance. Which leads me to my 8th point. An 8th point? Didn't I say this was Shawn's 7? Well, there's one tip that was given to me in film school by a man named Dan Bacon, and it's incredibly important. You need to have fun while acting. You need to inject part of yourself into your performance. Bacon explained it like this. A film is like a potluck. Everyone brings in their required dishes. Let's say the actor is responsible for bringing in chili. It's your job to make the chili unique and delicious, but it still has to be chili, not fish soup. What makes you you is what makes you an actor. You've lived a life that is different from anyone else's, and your performance needs to show that. But it also can't go outside the lines of the script. It must obey the given circumstances. It must still be chilly. So, next time you're acting, whether it be in a fan film or in a multi-billion-dollar blockbuster, maybe one day, remember these 8 points. But when the director calls action, tuck them into your brain and focus on living. Focus on showing the world a fabricated piece of your life. Give the world your special chili. Just don't make fish soup. On that wonderful note, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.